Hello, my name is Amiri Mercado. This is my Module 12 speech. This is my outline, and this is my audience. I want you to think about how big of an impact it would be if Nike recalled a very popular pair of shoes that thousands of our customers purchased. Just think on that for a moment. Today, I'm going to explain what us here at Nike could do if we were to ever have a recall on our products, and how we would need to communicate during a recall. I think I'm qualified to speak on this matter because I've been through a crisis like this one before here at Nike. I have done a good amount of research on this topic as well, so I can teach you how to handle it if it ever happens to us. In order for Nike to overcome a crisis such as a recall, we will need to use communication strategies such as interpersonal communication, small group communication, and organizational communication. My first point is how to handle angry customers and gain their trust back after a recall. My second point will be about working together and with our customers and our stores to increase our customer service during a recall. My last point is going to be covering how the organization as a whole will handle the recall. In the first point, I'm going to talk about how to handle angry customers during a recall by using interpersonal communication. Having strong interpersonal communication strategies in place will be necessary during a recall here at Nike to ensure that we are supporting our customers. Interpersonal communication is when you talk in a small setting, like between friends or a couple. Interpersonal communication can help in many ways. Learning this way to communicate can help handle the situation better. They might want to speak to the manager or someone higher than you. When it's just the two of you, it can make people feel like they can voice their opinion. Having to handle angry customers can be stressful, but talking can help it. In our company, we are known everywhere. Angry customers need to know the voice will be heard, and we will work on change. When we had to recall our new Air Jordan shoe because it exploded on many people were obviously not very happy. So we had to recall all of them and give them a refund. Their safety was in jeopardy, and we had to take responsibility. It was no doubt that we had many people come into our stores and complain about the issue. So we took people back one by one and talked to them and took notes of what they said. We got through it then, and by using interpersonal communication, we will do better this time. The next thing I'll be talking about is what to do when we get complaints about a product. Customers complaining about a product can cause some problems for our company. I'm going to teach you how to take care of it. I'm going to talk about how to use organizational communication as well to help handle customers. When a person complains about our product, like our Air Jordans, we can write down what they're saying so we don't make the same mistake again. Organizational communication can help with talking to the customers and how to handle their complaints. We had a pair of our shoes explode, and we had to find a way to stop it from happening. To find a way, we use organizational communication. We are one of the most known companies, and using this communication skill can help us communicate with other organizations to help us and find new ways to handle this problem. Handling customers' complaints can be hard, but when you just listen to them and let them talk, you can solve it and help them the best you can. My last point I'll be talking about is what to do when a recall happens. Recalls happen in many different stores, and it's a normal thing, but no one likes it. I'll teach you guys what to do if a recall happens in our company. I'll be teaching you how to use a small group communication. Small group communication is where we talk in groups and see how dynamics are affected by this communication. Back in 1999, we had a kid's shoe give children lead poisoning from the paint on the shoe. We had to call back 900 pairs of shoes. The way we handled it was using organizational communication. This wasn't the only recall we had to do. A shoe called Air Face Up was hurting people on the lower leg, like high schoolers and college-age basketball players, because it had some form of metal that was becoming sharp when they would bend their foot. So we had to recall that shoe and not send them out again. We weren't the only store selling these shoes during the time. Organizational communication is communication on a much larger scale, including all employees, management staff, and the higher-ups. Using this type of communication will allow larger companies like Nike to communicate on that larger scale and really find solutions to crises like a recall for thousands of shoes. Nike had to solve this type of crisis before, and after we found a way to fix it. We refunded all of our customers and provided them with a variety of other safe shoe options to ensure that they were satisfied. Nike has many ways to handle recalls like this, but using this communication strategy will help us even more moving forward. Recalls can be extremely stressful for any company, but they can be handled effectively if the right communication strategies are being used. In conclusion, I'll restate my main points. In order for large companies like Nike to overcome a massive crisis such as a recall, they will need to use communication strategies such as impersonal communication, small group communication, and organizational communication. I have talked about how to handle angry customers during a recall, what to do if someone complains about our products, and what to do on a larger scale. If a recall does occur, I hope my speech has enough information on what Nike should do during a recall situation and how to handle a crisis on this level in the future. Thank you.